Hey everybody, my name is Yyanthire. I have a short but sweet updated Minimap video for you guys. I've updated it so that you can just simply click the Minimap, you'll get a full zoomed out view. You can of course pan and rotate. Exiting the Minimap will of course keep your rotation. And, as a special feature, this is fully playable, so you can go ahead and select a unit if you'd like, start controlling them. How's that for a cool little feature? Looking into the back end, the code itself is actually quite simple, significantly more simple than how it was. We're just simply toggling it on if we see it as false, setting its position, which we're actually going to be moving it about 200 units up north from where you are currently viewing. And then of course just rotating the camera straight down so that the player can be looking at a top-down view rather than a angled view. There's just a little bit of cleanup code to do with the main map viewer to make sure that it's operating functionally with the base level of our camera movement code. So when you are in the main map viewer and you're trying to zoom in and out, it's not going to let you. Of course, there's no real point. You're already very zoomed out as it is. Next up, when we are in our panning system, we want to make sure that we're panning in the right direction. When it comes to having this slanted kind of view that we have in our normal map viewer, we need to actually move both upwards in the Y direction and also forwards in the Z direction to give the illusion that the camera is actually moving forward. In the main map viewer, however, we don't need to do that. We can actually skip over the forward part because we're already looking straight down. We can just move directly in the Y direction on that camera. Next up is our collision checking code. What this is doing is just making sure that when the user's panning the camera around, if they were to run into an obstacle, it will just stop them completely. What we want to do in the main map viewer, since the camera is so zoomed out, we actually want to make it so that we're treating it as if they are still zoomed in. That way, when the user goes ahead and switches back from the main map viewer to the regular view, we haven't accidentally lost them out of bounds. Finally, the boundary checking mechanism. When the main map viewer is on, we don't want the user to be able to zoom in or out anymore. We also don't want them to get bumped back into their original position. In the code itself, what's currently happening is we have a hard set boundary system. If the user is trying to zoom out further than the boundary system allows, which is exactly what this code is doing, it's going to push them back in. We don't want that to happen because we've already disabled zooming in and out when in the main map viewer. So we just have a simple little check here to make sure that if we are in the main map viewer, don't let the user get pushed back in by this code. Ignore this code completely because we won't need to even bother with it. They can't zoom out anymore anyway. Thanks for checking out the video. You'll find links to the code down below.